Battle through the firmament. Grand world. Chapter 345 Punishment Department. Wu Shaoqi had received Flame Lord's inheritance. Due to her weak strength, she couldn't accept all of the origin monic kiss. She could only keep them in her body for the time being. The former had given half of the origin kiss to Shaoyan. It was imaginable how huge it was. This was an origin monic key that could easily form several origin monic kiss for ordinary people. In Shaoyan's place, he had only condensed 2 Shaoyans. Although the strength of the fighting monarchs that were used to advance in the lower realm far surpassed those of the same level, the amount of origin monic kiss needed to advance was also far greater than that of the original inhabitants of the Great World. 4 Emperors. Shaoyan stood up and stretched out both arms. An inexhaustible energy spread out from his heart. The pleasant feeling caused Shaoyan to involuntarily let out a long sigh. It's within my expectation that I will be able to reach this level. If I use the Monic Flame secret skill and Heavenly Monic Fire Burning Body, I estimate that any ordinary Monic Emperor can fight me. After estimating his own strength, Shaoyan nodded his head in satisfaction. When he thought of the unconscious Zuna, the joy in his eyes instantly turned into fury. This bit of strength isn't enough to deal with the Star Sky Academy. I don't even have the qualifications to participate in the 4 academies competition. And that Heaven's chosen one, he has the strength of an emperor cultivation. Shaoyan clenched his fists tightly. When he recalled Su Jiang's words, the fury in his heart calmed down. He wanted to revenge Zuna. His current strength was still far from enough. When I return from Capital of Chaos this time, I will need to cultivate the other 3 techniques of the 4 Spirit Emperor technique. I also need to master the secret arts in the Yin Scroll. After advancing to the Emperor realm, both his consciousness and perception had improved a lot compared to when he was at the Monic Spirit. Once again, he would observe the profound Monic skill. Perhaps he would discover something new. After making up his mind, Shaoyan did not stay any longer. He went out to take a look at Zuna and Kai Lin. The former was still unconscious, but his face had recovered a lot. After greeting Kai Lin, Shaoyan rushed down the mountain and wanted to leave the academy. He still needed to go through the approval of the punishment department. Otherwise, he would not be able to leave the great formation of the academy. The punishment department was located in the east of the academy. It was situated far away from the Pill Association. As one of the biggest powers in the Yunlo Academy, the requirements weren't as high as the Pill Association. Every year, countless students would squeeze their heads out and try to join them, becoming one of them. If they were lucky enough to become a member of the punishment department, not only would they receive a sizable amount of Spirit Origins stones as remuneration, they would also have the opportunity to come into contact with the various elders in the academy. If they could obtain a few of the guidance, it would undoubtedly be a great help to these Monic Spirit level students. In the eastern region of the academy, the punishment department was situated in a majestic manner. Compared to the small and exquisite Pill Association, the punishment department was incomparably majestic. The buildings were connected to each other, and the atmosphere was majestic. The function of the punishment department was not only to mediate the friction between the students in the academy, but also to protect the safety of the surrounding areas of the academy. Among them, there were many elders who had a clear division of labor. Elder Wu was one of the people with real power, and he was in charge of the punishment department. When Shaoyan arrived at the punishment department, he saw Lu Xiangyang walking out from within. The latter had a gloomy expression on his face, causing the surrounding students to hold their breaths in fear of offending him. "Shaoyan, what are you doing here?" Lu Xiangyang's face darkened when he saw Shaoyan walking over, and he shouted coldly. "Why do I need to report to you what I am doing?" Shaoyan sneered when he heard Lu Xiangyang's question. He didn't give the former any face in his words. "How dare you? I am the captain of the punishment department. I am here to assist the elders in managing the safety of the academy. I have the right to ask about the situation of every student." Lu Xiangyang flew into a rage, and he pointed his finger at Shaoyan's nose. Get lost, I don't want to talk to you right now. Xiaoyan darted a cold glance at Lu Xiangyang. Although Bai Yongzhao was the first one who came to cause trouble for him when he first arrived at the Yunlo Academy and Lu Xiangyang had only spoken a few words, it seemed like Bai Yongzhao was much more pleasing to the eye than Lu Xiangyang. What an arrogant attitude, you! Lu Xiangyang glared at Xiaoyan. Although he was furious in his heart, he knew his own limitations. Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianhou were on par with each other. If they were to fight against him, he was afraid that they wouldn't even be able to last 3 rounds. What's wrong? Do you want to get beaten up? Xiaoyan stopped and turned his head to look at Lu Xiangyang. He looked at Lu Xiangyang and said with a cold tone, if this guy really pissed him off, even the captain of punishment department would beat him up. I have something important to attend to today, so I won't lower myself to your level. You take care of yourself. Lu Xiangyang glared at Xiaoyan and forced himself to give him some face. Then, he pretended to leave. Stop right there. Let me ask you, is Elder Wu here? Xiaoyan stopped Lu Xiangyang and said rudely. The surrounding people looked at him. Lu Xiangyang's face turned red. He had lost all his face as the captain today, but he was well aware of Xiaoyan's strength. He was no match for Xiaoyan, let alone the fact that the latter had already reached the second Dao Emperor realm. He's not here. Most of the elders in punishment department have left just now. Only Elder Wei Tong, Elder Wei, is in charge of the overall situation. Lu Xiangyang said impatiently with a gloomy expression. Elder Wei, what is he doing? Elder Wei is helping Elder Su manage one of the 8 elders in Realm in Valley. He is also the management elder of punishment department. Lu Xiangyang coldly humphed, but he didn't dare not answer Xiaoyan's question. He gritted his teeth and said, got it. Nodding his head, Xiaoyan walked towards the main hall. Lu Xiangyang glared at Xiaoyan and suppressed the anger in his heart. He turned around and glared at his teammates before leaving angrily. Seeing that this student called Xiaoyan had actually made the captain dispirited, a few of the team members on duty looked at each other and saw the surprise in each other's eyes. According to what they knew, this student called Xiaoyan was ranked after Lu Xiangyang in the Soaring Dragon ranking. Based on the latter's temper, how could he behave so badly? Xiaoyan himself did not know what the other members were thinking. After entering the large hall, Xiaoyan easily found the room where the elder was located. Elder Wei looked quite old. His face was kind and his white hair was combed neatly. He looked full of energy. Elder Wei's eyes lit up when he saw Xiaoyan. He had heard of the former before. Even he didn't dare to offend the name of this saint rank trial participant. He immediately agreed to Xiaoyan's request. Heavenly Beast's blood essence. This kind of thing is extremely rare even in the capital of chaos. However, I heard that this kind of thing has appeared in some auction houses in the western capital. After pondering for a moment, Elder Wei knitted his white eyebrows and said, the West capital. Xiaoyan's spirits were lifted when he heard this. This news was too important. If the blood essence of the heavenly beast really appeared, he had to get it no matter what. It's not just the auction house. I think there's news about the Silver Moon Mountain in the West capital. A few days ago, there was news about the heavenly beast giving birth. The heavenly beast is very weak after giving birth, and its strength is greatly reduced. If you're lucky, you might encounter it. With a laugh, Elder Wei threw out another heavyweight bomb. Thank you. Xiaoyan's heart moved when he heard this. He cupped his fists at Elder Wei and thanked him sincerely. After that, he bid farewell to the latter and left the hall. After knowing this news, Xiaoyan didn't want to stay any longer. Looking at Xiaoyan's back, Elder Wei let out a light breath. A faint smile slowly emerged on his lips. This bastard would surely replace Mu Yuyang and become the main force of Yunlo Academy in the future. It was better to get rid of him as soon as possible. It's a pity that Wu Shaoqi didn't follow them. Otherwise, we could have gotten rid of them together with Mu Yuyang this time. After muttering a few words, the cold smile on Elder Wei's face quickly disappeared and returned to his previous kind smile. He looked like a kind and amiable old man. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.